In the last video tutorial, you learned how to make this puzzle cube assembly. In this video tutorial, you're going to learn how to make the exploded view. Let me get to that and show you what you'll be making. You'll be making this right here, this exploded view of your puzzle cube project. Okay, so let's see, where am I? I am in. Alright. So with your assembly open, go to New, Presentation. And in the new presentation, we're going to click on Create View. And we need to find that assembly file that we just made. So that's going to be the one we just saved. We'll click OK. And it's going to place the assembly. Okay, so I'm zooming out a little bit. I'm using the mouse wheel. And when I click and hold down, I can move it around. I also have the view cube here as well. I want to be in the home view so I can see it in isometric. Here we have something called Tweak Components. So it lets you to move and rotate your components. So whenever we click on this Tweak Components, this XYZ like sphere Johnny John thing will pop up, and we know that one of our base components is grounded, so it should stay grounded. And I'm gonna click on one of the other parts, and what I'll see is once I click on that part, so I'm gonna click, and now it's asking me to do something. It's just waiting for a command. I'm going to zoom out a little bit and move it down. I'm going to move my mouse over this arrow right here, and I'm going to click and hold and drag it up. And I'm going to drag it up so that it looks like it's past any of the other parts. And I'll click the check. And I'm going to do that again with this one, but I'm going to move it, this guy, I'm going to click and move it to the right. And check. I'm going to do that again with this one. Now watch this. I'm going to click. See this arrow right here? It's pointing in the right direction, but I can actually drag it in the opposite direction. I'm going to click and drag. And click the check. Click on Tweak Components again. And for this one, I'm going to bring it down. So I'm going to click and drag it down. And click check. Okay, so let's bring that into view. And there it is. There's my tweaked exploded view, and what I can do with this is actually I can animate it. So if I click on animate, mine, I don't know what yours will default to, but mine says 25 and 1. And then there's this button right here. It looks it's called auto reverse. It's like two triangles next to each other, pointing at each other. If I click on that, it'll start to animate my assembly. Okay. And I see that the purple one kind of like went through a part. That's okay. I can click cancel, and then I want to save this. I want to save it as presentation 1. So this is an IPN file. So I'm going to just change that to assembly underscore presentation underscore 1, and then EC for my initials, and I'm going to save that. Alright, so that's how you make your presentation, your exploded view, and your animation. And we'll be using this to create our exploded view on our drawing right here. And so what you should do now is with your presentation, take a screenshot of this and upload it to the Google Classroom to get credit.